Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about XinFin Network, aka XDC. So with that being said, I hope that you're all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. So just recently, XDC got listed on SwiftX. This is an Australia and also New Zealand-based cryptocurrency exchange. They have about 330 plus crypto assets on the exchange, and XDC is now one of them. This is actually great to see. It's not a massive exchange by followers. They have about 39,000 followers, but if you actually go over here, we could see that they are fully trusted, they are compliant, and they are working with regulators as well, which is a big deal. And they have over 660,000 customers as well, which is something pretty big to focus on. And I do think that this is actually great for XDC. Again, more exposure, more on and off ramps. It's definitely something that is a very big positive for XDC, because XDC is really not listed on a ton of exchanges, and I've talked about this in the past. It's one of the harder ISO 20022 based, if you will, cryptocurrencies in this space to actually get. And I definitely do think that this is great. I would love to see a lot more listings for XDC in the coming weeks and months ahead. Let's see if we do get them. But regardless, this is great to see. Now, also, there is a ton of major events happening around XDC this month, and also even coming up as well later on this year. We have Get Ready for the Week of Web3 Celebration with XDC Network in Dubai, packed with enlightening events tailored for enthusiasts, developers, and professionals in the blockchain and Web3 space. And this is some of the upcoming events in April. So first and foremost, XDC Network is a silver sponsor at the Token 2049 in Dubai. This is April 18th through the 19th. And we have XDC Network as a silver sponsor at Token 2049, invites you to explore the forefront of blockchain innovation. Join XDC Network at this premier event to explore cutting-edge blockchain innovations and connect with industry leaders. Then also, April 20th through the 21st, we have, again, ETH Dubai. So they are going to actually be talking a little bit more about AI. So we have the tech forum for any query, xdc.dev with XDC Network is also going to be joined with CodeRun.ai, which is their dev-friendly AI service. It's going to be a big one. Definitely focus on it. And then we also have a few other ones as well. So these are some pretty big events happening earlier in the month. This is actually April 15th. This is going to be a few players here. Again, this is more so just talking a little bit more about blockchain technology and just connecting with the community. Followed by April 16th, Future Money, FinTech, AI, and Web3 book launch. This is definitely going to be one to look into a little bit more as well. It's a little bit of a celebration, but there's also some pretty big discussions happening around AI, FinTech, and stuff like that. Then we also have Legal Tech Mirage, unraveling Web3 and AI potential in the UAE. This is definitely going to be one as well. AI has become a big focus, and it seems as though XDC is getting behind it as well with a lot of AI endeavors. Then also real world asset opportunities in the XDC ecosystem. This is one that I'm actually very excited about. So this is April 17th. This is going to be with a lot of big players on the XDC network, considering the fact that just recently we saw some pretty big moves made by XDC actually around real world assets. This is definitely going to be one that makes a ton of noise. Then also the next frontier of crypto adoption, joining forces with centralized exchanges. This is with BitTrue, actually. Definitely one to focus on as well. And then women in crypto, empowering the future of blockchain, bridging the gap, Web3 adoption for businesses, and then tokenization of real-world assets, recent policy developments, and product innovations in digital assets. So a lot of great events happening. It seems as though April is jam-packed with a ton of events. And later on this year, there's also going to be some pretty big events that XDC is going to be a part of, including even trade finance events. I'm very excited about the future. These events are very big deals. I've talked about it in the past. It's great for community engagement, building the community, and also even showing off some new products and also even things that they are building, which is always something great for a little bit of a tease around what's happening and what's coming to the network. Now, outside of that as well, there was a post recently by Bankless HQ, and we have which RWA token is best positioned to benefit from BlackRock's tokenization plans. Now, there wasn't much mentions of XDC, which I was very, very surprised about. I mean, it seems as though a lot of people are not really focused on XDC in terms of the connections to Securitize. We have over here, XinFin and TradeTech launched trade finance-based NFT transactions. This was back in 2021. Guys, XDC is a big name in the RWA space. The reason why I mentioned this announcement is because this is one of many RWA announcements from XinFin, and they've always been at the forefront of tokenization and real-world assets, but nobody even cares to even mention this. But BlackRock's tokenization plans, we're going to expand on this. But let's talk about some of these major moves. So this was back in 2021 when we had the XinFin and TradeTech launch. This is, again, trade finance-based NFT transactions. This is tokenized transactions around trade finance. Followed by July 27th, 2022, TradeTech to issue trade finance security tokens on XDC public blockchain. This was building upon this announcement back in 2021. Followed by tokenized US Treasuries arrive to XDC network as digital bond market grows. This was August of 2023, just recently. Also, InvoiceMate and TradeFinix paved the way with successful invoice tokenization on XDC blockchain. This was December 27th. Then Anchor partners with XDC Network launches RPC integration for finance and asset tokenization. This was October of 2023. Then Zoth also expands its on-chain trade finance facility in Singapore through the XDC network. This was March 26, just recently, and this is a real-world assets protocol that bridges traditional finance with on-chain finance. They've successfully scaled its on-chain trade finance facility by tokenizing receivables in Southeast Asia using TradeFinix on the XDC network. Now, also Comtech Gold. They have been tokenizing gold on XDC for a while. This goes all the way back to September of 2022. Like I said, XDC has a ton of RWA hype behind them. That's why I'm very excited about these events that are fully focused on tokenization and RWA. I'm also excited about the AI ones because, again, AI has been a huge narrative that everyone has been focused on for a little bit of time now. Again, a lot of big moves happening. But let's go back to that initial question. Which RWA token is best positioned to benefit from BlackRock's tokenization plans? This is specifically on BlackRock's plans. Over here from CryptoNerd, big shout to CryptoNerd. Remember, Securitize. Securitize is the focus. We have XDC, BlackRock, and Securitize. USTY tokenized US Treasury bonds on the XDC network utilizing Securitize. Here we have tokenized in the future BlackRock's 10 trillion vision for real-world assets. BlackRock and Securitize. Today's news demonstrates that traditional financial products are being made more accessible through digitization. Then also over here, we have TradeTech launches US Treasury bond token on the XDC network. This was August 2023. Like I said, I showed you it over here. But back to this, we have the new USTY token is significant because it expands low-cost access to the yield generated by an institutionally managed US Treasury ETF in a digitally native format. Investors in the tokens will have exposure to US Treasury securities with remaining maturities between 0 and 1 year. XDC network will be used by Securitize to tokenize digital asset securities. USTY is one in a suite of tokenized securities set to be issued on the XDC network, with TradeTech serving as an engine providing end-to-end securitization services. And this is to build liquidity pools through their own regulated XDC network-based tokens. And what's crazy about this is the BlackRock announcement was with Securitize. So this is direct exposure possibly to XDC, but nobody's even mentioning XDC alongside this. It's insane how people are just blinded by the fact that XDC is just like on the back end and they don't even care about it. They're just like, oh, it's this one, it's that one, because we've been starting to see a lot of these RWA platforms and tokens that really aren't even focused on RWAs. Most of them are just hyped up. They're always mentioning them. It's crazy to me that people don't realize how positioned XDC network actually is for tokenization. But also, there was a great video clip that got recently posted by Zach Spruill. I hope that I'm saying that name right. I'm probably not. I'm probably butchering it. We have this is huge for XDC. XDC is in perfect position. This is just the beginning. Tokenization. Listen from start to finish what Carlos Domingo says, the CEO and co-founder of Securitize, and what he has to say about the future of tokenization after the recent partnership with BlackRock. Check this out.
News, BlackRock has made a strategic investment in Securitize. Talk to us about what that partnership might look like moving forward. Have you gotten that far in discussions?
First, we're very pleased that BlackRock has not only selected us as their partner for tokenization, but that also have made a strategic investment and they've taken a board seat in the company. So for us, this is a hugely important relationship. It's the largest asset manager in the world, but it's also, shows their commitment towards the space and our company. Of course, we're expecting this to be the first of many different projects. We're not allowed to talk about the roadmap. We're focusing on what we're doing now. But yes, this is not, as you can imagine, from an investment happening alongside with the project, this is not a one-off relationship.
Are you working with any other institutions that you can tell us about, other than the ones you've already mentioned?
Well, the ones that are not announced, we're not allowed to talk about it. But as you can imagine, we've been talking to many institutions over the last years. And as we have been adding large asset managers to our portfolio of customers, we bring them one step closer to be able to do something. And after the announcement of this project, obviously, we got a massive amount of attention and companies that either were talking to us already or new companies that have reached out to us to see what they can do. So I think that we're going to see the next 12 to 18 months, a significantly increase in the tokenization of real world assets space.
So I'm actually very excited about this because, again, it's really focused on, what Securitize is going to be doing going further on. And remember, this is all possible exposure with XDC as well, because we know that Ethereum has been a big letdown so far for a lot of these institutional clients. So as we think about that, right? What is the next big thing? Well, we know that XDC is third generation technology as well. It is a much better Ethereum, if you will, but it has a ton of other efficiencies. It is a dominant name, and I do think that XDC could be at the forefront of these major endeavors with BlackRock. I don't see how that's something that's not possible. Again, a lot of people will overlook XDC because we're still pretty early on with XDC, and most people don't even know about XDC as well. I've always talked about how XDC could be just as big as XRP, and it could pull an XRP-like run. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if XDC rallied massively to some, great prices. But beyond that, I really do think that a lot of people are ignoring XDC at a time where they should be really focused on a lot of these connections because, for the last couple years, the XDC team wasn't sitting around doing nothing. They built out some very solid connections. And if we look at a lot of those connections, one of those big connections is Securitize. And now that we're starting to see BlackRock tapping in with a company like Securitize, it really begs the question, will we see XDC exposed through this? Everyone has been looking at what next big RWA token is going to benefit from BlackRock. Again, it could very well be XDC, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was that, right? So what do you guys think? What token do you think is going to be in a perfect position to benefit from what BlackRock has been doing with, Securitize and just their tokenization plans in general? Again, if you think that it's going to be XDC, let me know, because I really do think that XDC has been primed for some great adoption, especially through tokenization endeavors. There's already been some solid connections made. I went over them, and some of these are just recent. I mean, in the last 2 years alone, XDC has become a dominant force in the RWA space, and even just as a utility project alone. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.